change. That is the battle cry. That is the promise. And that is what we see today. The Manila Bay Walk, Dolomite Beach, is a great living testament to that. After years of hard work and dedication by DENR and the Mandamus agencies, Filipinos can again take pride and take part in the glory of the bay's white sands and glistening waters. In the midst of a pandemic and mounting uncertainties, Filipinos welcomed the Dolomite Beach with open arms and minds. There was an immense outpouring of support and admiration for what the rehabilitation efforts were able to achieve. And this sentiment is shared by Filipinos from all walks of life. Even First Lady Hanilet Avancenia and her family paid a visit and were in awe of the stunning transformation of Manila Bay. In the capable hands of the Mandamus agencies, the battle rages on for a cleaner, more pristine Manila Bay. Manila Bay is a striking feature with a 190-kilometer coastline bounded by Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, and Cavite. It is also the culmination of an extensive network of rivers, waterways, esteros, and watersheds. The transformation of Manila Bay goes beyond its beautification. It was made possible through holistic rehabilitation by the DENR and Manila Bay Task Force. While they were met with unprecedented trials, they have proven capable, willing, and determined. They steadied the ship and squared up to the battle of improving the water quality in Manila Bay to usher a new, more prosperous day for Filipinos. The DENR was steadfast in its mission. Through efficient monitoring stations spanning the Baywalk area, the task force agencies were able to confirm a significant decline in fecal coliform levels. This is evident in the stations in the Padre Faura Outfall, Remedios Outfall, Manila Yacht Club, which were able to record a drop in fecal coliform levels down to just thousands. Another key measure in the rehabilitation program is the Sewage Treatment Plant, or STP, which aims to clean wastewater from the Malate area through the Padre Faura Outfall, Remedios Outfall, and Estero de San Antonio de Abad Outfall. The STP is compliant with the fecal coliform standard for Class SB, successfully bringing levels down from 92 million mpn per 100 milliliter to only 1.8 mpn per 100 milliliter. In April 2021, a notice of violation was issued to the owner of MV Sarangani for discharging harmful and untreated wastewater in the Manila Yacht Club area. The illegal discharge resulted in a spike in effluent fecal coliform, registering 1,700 mpn per 100 milliliter fecal coliform levels. This is exponentially higher than the standard 200 mpn per 100 milliliter. In a proactive and timely manner, the DENR implemented a 2.5-kilometer no-entry zone for vessels apart from cargo. This initiative has successfully prevented similar incidents from happening. To further curb untreated wastewater discharging into Manila Bay, there was also a crackdown on illegal outfalls in Harbor Square in early 2021. These outfalls were undoing the meticulous work of bringing down fecal coliform levels in the bay, causing a rise in the numbers. Upon the discovery of the untreated discharging, the DENR immediately gave orders to plug illegal outfalls in and around the leisure establishment's vicinity. Since the opening of Dolomite Beach, continued efforts have been done to maintain its improving condition. In December 2021, the EMB-NCR conducted bokashi balls throwing. These balls are composed of a mixture of garden soil, molasses, bokashi or rice hull, and an effective microorganism solution, which helps break down toxins and dispel bad bacteria in the water. The activity was done to help improve water quality and restore the beach to its proper ecological balance. since the Manila Bay rehabilitation covers more than just the Baywalk area. Taking care of the esteros and other waterways is just as important. Thus, Manila Water's Adopt an Estero program was created. In a collaboration between the DENR and San Juan City LGU, the San Juan River cleanup activity was successfully mounted. The San Juan River and its tributaries are some of the most polluted rivers within the East Zone, making it a high priority sect. The program arranged the throwing of mabuhay balls as well as the installation of trash traps at the Maytunas and Ermitaño creeks. With the same intent to clean up waterways, the second leg of the Adopt an Estero program was launched in February 2021 to target Mandaluyong creeks. Simultaneous with the launch, Manila Water, DENR, MMDA and Mandaluyong LGU held the groundbreaking of Aglipay STP, which will have a daily capacity to treat 60 to 120 million liters of wastewater. Not only was the goal to clean up the waters, but also to activate a flow improvement strategy to ensure unimpeded water flow year-round. As part of the battle for Manila Bay, 32 illegal fish traps or sapras were identified and then dismantled in the waters of Cavite City. This is a crucial step in keeping the shores of Manila Bay clean, since the bamboos used to construct sapras would float away and wash up on the bay, contributing to floating debris. Another focus area in the battle and rehabilitation is Baseco, where garbage accumulates and seeps into the bay. To combat that, the DENR NCR, MMDA, LGU Manila, and PRCMO now conduct a daily garbage collection along Baseco, the Baywalk, and the Pasig River. The past year presented several challenges for Manila Bay's rehabilitation, and an unforeseen one was the proliferation of water hyacinth in August. The population hyacinths grew exponentially until they clogged river systems and hindered water transportation. In response, the DENR created a task force for water hyacinth mitigation, chaired by LLDA and composed of the DENR, DPWH, and MMDA. The task force was more than up to the job and has managed to keep hyacinth proliferation under control. Just as the Mandamus agencies took special care of the people who sought shelter in Manila Bay, they also dedicated much of their efforts toward habitat and ecosystem management. They particularly made significant strides to improve mangrove ecosystems. Mangroves are extremely valuable since they provide homes to aquatic organisms, stabilize shorelines, protect coastal communities, and prevent soil erosion. With that in mind, the DENR is championing mangrove planting and propagation in several areas, including Baseco Mangrove Forest Nursery Operations and Livelihood Center, Bangkong Mapalad, Sasmuan, Pampanga, Las Piñas, Parañaque Critical Habitat, Mangrove Area in Taliptip, Bulacan. In addition to the mangrove planting efforts, 60 coconut trees and 20 native balitbitan trees were planted along the Baywalk in June 2021. In July, 45 more coconut trees were planted by the DENR, PNP Maritime Group, Manila Water, Maynilad, Makati LGU, and Pentamed Group of Hospitals. These efforts further beautify and enhance the Manila Baywalk area. The DENR, together with the rest of the Mandamus agencies, are making sure that they cover all their bases so that the rehabilitation is future-proof. This led to innovative geoengineering interventions targeting different issues and pain points in the battle. One of these interventions is the HDPE pipe installation along Padre Faura, Remedios, and Abad. These pipes divert floodwater from the three major outfalls away from the seawall, easing the flooding issues in the area as well as further contamination of the bay. Another major undertaking in the rehabilitation process was the dredging and desilting of submerged materials throughout the Baywalk area's 900-meter stretch. Despite all the obstacles, the DPWH have successfully dredged 270,254.48 cubic meters of debris, reaching down at least 1.5 meters deep into the waters. In June 2021, the DENR signed a Memorandum of Agreement with San Miguel Corporation, SMC, for the Pasig River Dredging Project. This joint project is part of SMC's commitment to the ongoing Adopt a River program, aiming to improve Pasig River's water flow and mitigate flooding. As of December 2021, a total of 164,300 cubic meters of silts and wastes have been dredged. The ongoing Tuliahan-Tinajeros River Rehabilitation Project is SMC's first Adopt a River partnership with the DENR. As of December 2021, a total of 588,628 cubic meters have already been dredged. Due to the ongoing rehabilitation, the Baywalk area is currently lined by a white picket fence. This dissuades people from swimming in the bay. In the same year, DENR and MMDA joined forces for the Libertad Sewage Treatment Plant in Pasay City. This particular plant is a key turn in the rehabilitation project since it will treat wastewater coming from the Libertad Channel's main polluter, the Tripa de Gallina. There is also the addition of solar-powered comfort rooms where treated water from the STP will be used for toilet flushing. The comfort rooms also serve as shower facilities for future beachgoers, guaranteeing a convenient and pleasant dip in Manila Bay. The pandemic did not dampen the rehabilitation efforts to restore Manila Bay back to its former glory. Regular meetings were organized by the Manila Bay Task Force Technical Working Group to tackle project updates and ensure proper coordination among the mandamus agencies. On top of these, the DENR also presided over the first virtual principals alternates meeting during the first quarter of 2021. Amid the many successes of the past 3 years, DENR is adopting the Beach Nourishment Project Phase 2, which includes a 360-meter Dolomite Beach extension and a Mandamus Beach near the Manila Yacht Club. This phase even promotes inclusivity and accessibility with the provision of stairs, PWD ramps, and lighting fixtures along the entire stretch of the Baywalk area. The Manila Bay rehabilitation was a mandate, but it was also a battle against the odds. And now the promise changed has become a new reality for Manila Bay. Yet the battle must be sustained and fought every day hereafter. There is no challenge, no adversary too great. It is a new era for Manila Bay with ongoing projects. Wastewater management will take precedence moving forward, ensuring that general effluent standards and water quality guidelines are strictly implemented. The Manila Bay Task Force has paved the way for the rehabilitation to move onwards and forward even stronger through the creation of the solar-powered Mandamus Office, maintenance facility, souvenir shop, Baywalk landscaping, and project marker for the Beach Nourishment Project. The Mandamus agencies have led the charge and secured a winning future that will benefit generations of Filipinos to come. A day will soon come where the Manila Bay will again be swimmable, where children can play and the everyman can feel the cool lapping water. A renewed Manila Bay allows the Filipino people to flourish, hope, and take pride in their home country. Finally, the new generation of Filipinos can look upon the new Manila Bay and see their future changed for the better, reflected in the gleaming blue bay.